Okay. Are we filming?
Yeah.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Oh, we're rolling. Okay.
Rolling.
Keep them doggies rolling.
Right. Okay. Whew, I'm sweating a little bit.
Me too. Fitting it out. I don't want to take off my sweater though.
All right, I think we need to. Okay, that seems more. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Do you think that thing looks funny behind your head? It's like you're an angel. Circle.
It's a circle of life.
Okay, so our first annual detox.
Our first annual detox. Okay, guys, so we just got done doing our first monthly detox that we're now naming the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month.
First of the month reset. So, what do we do, Rachel?
I think we just need to talk about what happened. So, I got several text messages from you during the first of the month detox about falling off the wagon. I got several texts about feeling really good about it and having like a really straight day. So let's talk about our successes and our bad days, and we'll just sort of go from there.
So, a success for me was caffeine, giving up caffeine. So, it was challenging though.
Ooh.
There was a lot of texting of Rachel of, I can't do it. I miss my comfort. I miss my ritual. And that was probably every other day. It was a lot.
It was a lot.
However, I've made it through. I've had 2 decaf coffees, which have been wonderful, and no caffeinated tea. So it's good.
So she actually did a lot better than I did. So I was really, really tight on caffeine and coffee, but the substitute drink I was drinking was that mud water, and it had black tea in it, and I didn't realize it. So really, I don't think I was caffeine free, but I was coffee free for a good probably 2 weeks.
So that's one good thing to know, is that a lot of the things that are labeled as coffee free still contain caffeine. So if you really want to do a detox from coffee, it's really the caffeine. Well, part of it is the caffeine that's detoxing. So just look, if you really want to detox from caffeine, you have to look at all of the coffee alternatives.
So what were some of the good alternatives that you found for your caffeine?
I drink dandelion tea, which has chicory in it. It's caffeine free, and I would make it with my frothed homemade almond milk in the morning. However, too much dandy tea causes a lot of GI distress. So there were many days on the toilet, and it took about 2 weeks for me to figure out that it was the dandy tea. So I would recommend, if you use it as a substitute, just a little bit of dandy tea with cacao powder, and don't do it every day. And other than that, I haven't found, I'm still searching for, so if any listeners have any suggestions for a great substitute for coffee, I'm open. That's caffeine free.
Caffeine free coffee substitute.
Yes.
That's just as tasty and addictive as coffee.
Yes. And comforting.
Without any sugar in it for our detox, though, right? I can think of a lot of comforting things that don't have caffeine but have sugar. So that's always the challenge in this world, right?
It truly is. So what else did we give up, Rach? That was really...
So we gave up caffeine, gluten, sugar, dairy, and our various social medias, which for me, I have to say, Lisa, that this was the hardest quit. And I have quit a lot of things, but quitting Facebook for even a short period of time was so challenging.
Yeah. For me, it was Instagram. And every day for the first couple of days, I would click on the app just out of habit and look to see what was going on and realize, oh wait, I'm not supposed to be on it. So it was really retraining my brain. It was a hard one. However, did you find that you had a lot more time in the day not being on Facebook?
Guys, I got so productive not doing Facebook.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. And I didn't stay on the toilet nearly as long. Seriously.
Truth. And instead of going down the rabbit hole of reading about everybody else's life and what they're doing, I lived my own life.
Yeah. Imagine that.
I
Living
know.
our own lives and
It's-
staying up to date with our friends and family.
Right. It's a challenge though, because if you want to learn things, the internet and social media is a great platform for it. And so, have you gotten back on Facebook?
Okay, look. Everything that I gave up at the first of the month, I have binged on for the last 2 days. So I have not only been on a sugar binge, a gluten binge, because one of my lovely sisters, whom I love very much, brought home a 2-for-1 Danish deal from Costco. So there have been cherry Danishes and almond Danishes that taste just like the almond croissants at Boulangerie, which is my favorite place.
Wow.
Yeah, so I hit that pretty hard over the last couple of days, and I'm really feeling it today. I have not had any more sugar today because I came to work, so, you know.
Yeah. So I also fell off the wagon, and I did pretty good up until the last couple days. So I mean, we've made it more than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I went to a gala last night, and they had the dessert out first, before everything else. And so about halfway through, we're waiting for our entrees. I just take a little bite of that cheese. Just a little.
Just a little.
And then it slowly went to a little more, and I probably ate half of it. And man, did I have a tummy ache. I really had a tummy ache. So, I mean, I haven't wanted sugar today, so I think it sort of squashed that.
Yeah, I was hungover this morning from the amount of sugar I ate yesterday, for sure. I did not feel good.
Yeah, so I think the message, at least what we're trying to tell you, is we're not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And this detoxing is not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a middle ground to just be loving to yourself and be patient with yourself. And really, it's okay if you fall off the wagon. You just get back on and keeps going. So what Rachel came up with, so Rachel, why don't you share?
Okay. So I had this great idea after I was off the wagon. I was like, oh, I just ruined my detox. And then it came to me. I was like, why don't we start at the first of the month every month, make it as far as we can, and challenge ourselves to go, you know, maybe 1 or 2 days further than the previous month. And it's always been a struggle with me to stay on track for any period of time. And I think what this does is allows me some grace, right? So we start strong at the beginning of the month, make it as far as we can. If we're off the wagon by the end of the month, that's okay, because we'll be back on it the first of the month.
And it's okay if you get off and you get back on too. So it's okay, like, we were off for the last few days, but if we do off for the next few days, that's okay too. So it doesn't, there's no feeling guilty, I think, is a big one for me, is to just not have that guilt that, oh, I didn't, and just embrace when I am eating off the diet, and just to enjoy it for that moment and know that I'll be back on it.
Yeah, be back on it, and that's it. All you can do is keep trying. So if you guys want to join us for the first of the month detox, we would be happy to have you. We're planning on updating y'all with our successes, you know, somewhere towards the middle of the month when we're back off the wagon again. No, I'm kidding. But if we do happen to, you know, go a little further or whatever, we'll share that, and we'll,
yeah, and also we can share, you know, we have certain soups that we do to help the detox. So the foods that we do during the detox are really nourishing for your body and really help to pull out all those toxins. So, and they taste good. So for the most part, everything is delicious.
delicious.
But we would love to have you guys join us.
Yeah,
We have a lot of fun too.
we do have fun. All right, so if you want to, go ahead and like and subscribe to our page. We would love to have you as our listeners, as our partners in healing, and we love you all.
Yes, love to you all.